All right, I know I'm a little late with this because this has been up for about I want to say closing on what 10 11 hours. So they got some information on the JP side of things for part 2 of the 2nd year anniversary for Global, and yeah, we got Elaine. Global will be getting this in 2 weeks, but Elaine always somehow manages to get a like seasonal or special type of unit. I swear to God, they really do like Elaine. I think she might be in like contest with Deanne for the most versions in the game. Like she's like it's actually crazy. Now this is winged Elaine, right? This is actually winged Elaine, same thing as Christmas Elaine. So they do share costumes and they do share the same ultimate. Now this Elaine, she doesn't look like the worst unit ever, but I don't think she's gonna be that crazy. And this is, if you couldn't tell already, this is obviously a skip unit. You should skip this unit because after this should be a collab unit coming up. I'm not sure, right? But if it's going off of last year's schedule, we definitely should be seeing a collab unit come after this one. So let's see what she does. All right, so we got translations for courtesy of Grand Cross database. Now her passive skill, right? So at the start of ally's turn, applies Petals of the Sacred Tree on all enemies for 1 turn. Okay, so right there, it says for 1 turn. Is that it? I don't know if it reapplies every single turn you attack, but it says at the start of ally's turn, so I'm not sure. Again, could be wrong, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm pretty sure it's every time you go, right? It's every time you start your turn, you will always give them the Petals of the Sacred Tree. And what's interesting about that is this is kind of like, if you ever play different types of, I want to say like mobile RPGs, they always usually have gimmicks like this where it's a character that applies, I don't know, it'll say like vengeance on a character, and then, you know, that specific debuff will only, you know, be, I want to say it'll be unique to that character, but sometimes other characters have it, right? So it's sort of giving me like that kind of vibe, like a MMORPG kind of vibes passive, where, you know, like, I hate to say this, like Ray Shadow Legends, I think they have a couple of characters that have this as well. I'm actually playing a new game, Awakened Chaos Era, where they have this too, where they have like a specific character that'll apply a debuff, and it's sort of reminding me of that. So that's pretty cool, actually. I really hope that they keep up with this, because if we can get characters in the future that, I don't know, let's say we get the Demon King and he applies I don't know, sovereignty or something like that, that would be pretty damn cool. I'm not gonna cap. So that's pretty cool. I like that about her. What this Petals of the Sacred Tree does, it increases fairy race allies damage dealt by 30%, and then it applies shock for 1 turn. So here's the thing, this only works with fairy race allies. So, you know, if you use her with someone else that's not of the fairy race, it's not going to work. It's actually not going to work, so it's pretty much pointless at that point. But if you use this with full grown wings king, you actually will be able to get a lot of damage off with him, depending on how this works in game, because I know damage dealt works differently from like attack increases and stuff like that. So we'll see, right? We'll see how it's looking overall, but I'm pretty sure that, you know, this is gonna help out some of the fairy race units like Small Wings King if you want to use him with her, because I don't know, is she a buff for Small Wings King? I wouldn't say so. I would say she's more so of a buff for full grown Wings King, but we'll see, right? We'll definitely see. You definitely ain't running like Geharde next to her or Hellbrum, right? And another thing to take into consideration too is that you do have to use her on the battlefield, and you can't use this in deathmatch. For some reason, they still do this with characters where they restrict certain passives from deathmatch. At this point in the game, who actually gives a fuck, right? I think that all passives should be able to be used in deathmatch, even if they're busted OP broken for that specific mode, because it's pointless, right? It's just pointless. So I think that they should have made it accessible to all contents in the game. Now again, she does have to be on the battlefield. She's not a sub unit, whereas her Christmas version is. Her Christmas version was straight up a support for Small Wings King, right? Just a straight up support. This one is like a support for all fairy race allies in a way, right? In a way. So we get to her skills. Now she does actually have the same exact skills, or not same exact skills, but the same exact skill that Green Droll has, where it's an AoE disables buff and debuff skill, right? So at rank 1, this will be just an attack card. Rank 1, it's not gonna seal buff or debuff skills. Then rank 2, it will disable buff and debuff skills for 1 turn, right? So keep that in mind. She does have a little bit of viability when it comes to that, but realistically, you're not gonna be seeing this too often be that effective until we get a lot more meta relevant units that use debuff and buff skills. Because off the top of my head, people who use debuff and buff skills, you got Margaret uses a buff, you have I guess you could say Goddess Elizabeth, because a lot of people still run her. Bond, yeah, Bond uses a buff skill. Festival Gother. I mean, there's a couple of units that definitely, like, this definitely could be useful against, but the problem is that it only disables buff and debuff skills on rank 2 and higher. Now, if they, you know, if they do buff this skill, because they have been buffing skills lately, if they decide to buff it and it actually seals on rank 1, then that's really powerful, right? That's actually really strong, because all you need to do is just, you know, top deck this card and then boom, you got it, right? You can disable buff and debuff skills, which is very good. But against a person who's using both attack skills, this is literally like ineffective. Right? You're not going to be doing that much damage. I mean, the damage increase is nice for her, but it's not going to be enough to make her numbers like absolutely busted at all, right? So keep that in mind. She has this new buff skill. What this does is increases all allies HP related stats by 15% and then recovers 40% of the damage taken for 3 turns. I feel like this is going to be a lot more useful in like PvE content. I actually feel like you could use this in PvE content. I don't know where you would use her in PvE. I don't think you necessarily will. You might be able to get away with using her maybe in the Big Bird if you really want to, because this buff skill is really good, increasing all allies HP related stats, because that's not just HP, that's lifesteal, regeneration, is it recovery as well? Yeah, I think it's recovery as well. So like, this is good on rank 3, but I don't know how this is going to look on rank 1 and 2, because if you use this on rank 1, is this just like 5%? Is this increases all allies related HP related stats by 5%? And then what's the recovery? What 15 or something? I don't know how it's gonna be looking, but on rank 3 it definitely seems very good. Again, I don't want to like bash on her too much. Again, I don't think she's gonna be looking like crazy, but to say she's a bad unit, I don't think that'd be right either. I think she's actually, you know, on paper, she's looking like she's a decent fairy race support. I'm not gonna lie. Now her ult is, I'm not gonna cap, is kind of shit, because she needs DOT debuffs on the enemies, and spoiler alert, this unit doesn't do any of that besides shock on her passive. So you get the shock that goes off, right? That's not really gonna help you. I'm not gonna lie, it's not really gonna help you as much as you might think, because the Christmas Elaine, her ult sucked. Like, her ult sucked. Unless you had massive amounts of DOT debuffs on the enemies, it wasn't really that good, I'm not gonna lie. But maybe potentially you could make this good, right? Because again, you are getting this damage dealt increase. I don't know if this will stack with Festival King, but if it does, you know, you get the 30% on top of the 25% I believe King gives you, with some, you know, damage out, or DOT damage, or potentially, I don't know. Maybe you could run Demon Hendrickson, maybe. I don't know how she's looking in game. Of course, we'll let the big, you know, content creators summon for her or whatever, but I don't know. I don't want to give her too much shit, but she might end up actually not being that good, which is definitely a huge possibility. But she might also end up being pretty good for fairy race. Who knows, right? Who knows? All in all, I just know Elaine has a lot of units. I just know Elaine has so many goddamn units in this game. It's actually crazy. Like, if we go here and we just look and go to the list of Elaines, there are actually a lot of Elaines. I think Deanne might have more. Okay, yeah, Deanne has more cards, but like she has, like Elaine has this one, her base one, she has her Valentine's Day one, she has her Christmas one, she has her Halloween one, and now she's getting her I don't know what you would call this, her anniversary version, I guess, right? Her anniversary version. So that's 5 Elaines in total. And then we go to Deanne. Now, Deanne definitely has the most units in the game. I think Deanne definitely has the most units in the game. It's not even close. But again, like, she has half of what Deanne has, which is insane, right? Because he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if Elaine gets 5 more units, then she's right there with Deanne, but she has half of what Deanne has, which is crazy to think about. Because again, I don't think there's another unit in the game that even comes close to what Deanne has. Like, I don't even think it's close. Like, maybe Meliodas. I mean, Bond has a lot too, right? He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, he has 7. Okay, well, Bond has 7, right? So that's not bad. Meliodas might have as many as Deanne. I'm not too sure on that. Let me see. He has, oh yeah, he definitely does. Wow, he has more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh no, well, I mean, if you're counting this one, I guess it's 10. So he has just as much as Deanne. Okay, all right. Well, shit. Either way, it's crazy. Like, this is crazy. Let me know what you guys think of this Elaine. Now let's go ahead and let's just look in, you know, the actual, do they call it patch notes? I guess details on the JP side of things, because we will be seeing this on global, right? So if we just look here, there's gonna be some furniture. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't really like the furniture aspect of the game. They just didn't do too much with it, so I don't care too much about that. I'm sorry. We are going to be getting new holy relics, and I believe Grand Cross database might have them translated. I don't know that for sure. Let me see. Yeah, okay, they do. Okay, let's see. So Small Winged King. Apply bleed to all enemies for 1 turn when the hero damages enemies using an AoE skill. That is good. Okay. That actually, wow, if you get this holy relic for Small Winged King, you actually might not need Hendrickson, because if you use an AoE, right, which is poison, so you use Small Winged King's poison card, and then you apply bleed right after immediately, and then with this unit, you're gonna get shock. That's 3 DLT debuffs. I mean, yeah, you don't, yeah, that kind of negates Hendrickson. I mean, you could use him on the back. Like, if you wanted to just do a showcase, right? You could use this Elaine on the front, Small Winged King on the front. I don't know who you would use next to them, though. A random third unit, I guess, that's good, that has good synergy with them. And then you use Demon Henderson on the back for the, you know, his passive. You could actually see a little bit of damage going on. Okay, wow. And then this Elaine, right, this version of Elaine also has a holy relic. Increases all enemies damage taken by 30% when they are under the effect of shock debuff. That's so increases damage taken by 30%, and then she's increasing the damage dealt by 30%. So it's like a it's like a great value version of Margaret. Okay, that's actually pretty interesting. I'm not gonna lie, that's actually pretty interesting. Okay, that's pretty cool actually. You might see some pretty cool stuff with that going on. All right, so she is for the Hinamatsuri event, right, or the celebration. We did have this last year, where last year was, I believe it was Oslo and Hawk. I could be wrong, but I believe it was Oslo and Hawk. Let's see, 2021. Yeah, Hinamatsuri event was also on Hawk. So that is what Elaine is this year. So we should actually, let me go back real quick. We should be seeing a collab legitimately in 2 weeks. Like, if they follow suit, yeah, in 2 weeks we should be seeing some information on the collab. So keep that in mind. Hinamatsuri event. There's not too much going on with this because this is like the translated version, so I'm pretty sure they only put the really important stuff. You could get a free multi off of Elaine's banner, so that's pretty cool. And then the Ancient Holy War. So the Ancient Holy War will actually be happening from the 18th to the 24th. So keep that in mind. You will be able to select your faction from the 10th to the 17th, which I'm obviously picking demons, right? You will be able to pick your faction from the 10th to the 17th, and then you'll battle the 18th to the 24th, which is really cool. And then here it just gives you information about the actual mode itself. You guys can read that if you want to. Here's some contribution rewards that you'll be able to get. 10 gems is nice. Personal ranking rewards, 20 gems is very good. If they like do this often, you know, the rewards that you get from here are actually pretty nice. So if they do this often, I actually could see that this mode being very, very good, right? And then here's the win and loss. So this is the win you get, right? If you win the faction war, I guess, you get this stuff, and then if you lose, you get this. So I mean, it's not too bad, right? It's just half of what you get from the win, so it's not too bad. Here's some exchange shops, so I'm guessing we're gonna get points from this. I think it does mention we get points. Yeah, WP points. Okay, so yeah, we'll be able to spend our points on the shop here. Not bad, I guess. You know, pretty good. Here's some. Okay, this is the chapter clip rewards that we'll be getting with the actual update, so that's cool. Okay, that's it for there on that side. This just goes over Elaine's effect. Here's a rank up bundle. So a new rank up bundle. Very nice, very, very nice. Some ticket packs, anything else, improvements to the constellation system. So now when you click on this right here, you will actually just be able to fill in whatever slots you're able to instead of just going all at once. You'll actually be able to view your points through the menu as well, so that's good. I don't know what this means. Strengthening of recognition of demon battle. I have no idea what that means at all. Change the daily mission. Okay, not bad. Improve King's material shop. Improvements to night battle. Nice. Added the training cave skip function. Okay. Added main stage skip function for story mode, so that's good. Anything else that's going to, I mean, I guess that's pretty much it. Here's some, you know, new type of Hinamatsuri event that's going on here. You can get materials, you can exchange them, and then you get 10 diamonds for the final reward. It's not bad. I think that's pretty much it in terms of the overall important stuff. So yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think of this new Elaine, and let me know what you guys think of the Hinamatsuri, or I guess part 2 of the 2nd year anniversary. Very curious to hear what you guys think. Last year though, however, I will say this, last year we weren't synced up as we were now, so it could change, right? It could actually change, so I don't know, because was this for, no, this was for the 30 million download fest. This is an anniversary, so I have no idea what they're gonna do. I actually have no single idea what they're gonna do for the anniversary, but whatever they decide to do is gonna be very interesting. Could we see a collab mixed in with the anniversary? That would be really, like, actually would be pretty fire, but we'll see what they do. Again, let me know what you guys think of the unit. Let me know what you guys think of part 2 of these Hinamatsuri, or part 2 of the anniversary, whatever they're calling it. And that's gonna be it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later.